What's up, guys? Magical Libra here today, and we're going to be unboxing this structure deck called Rokket Revolt. And I saw this structure deck in my local card shop, and I thought, that would be a great video to make, seeing that I am still coming back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I have never seen this structure deck. Some of you probably have. And those of you that are also coming back into Yu-Gi-Oh! This is something, you can learn. Anyway. I thought it would be a good video to watch, simply because there's this new Link monster coming out for the Rockets support. So I thought this would be a good deck for that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just get started. Just open it right up, guys. Alright, also, for those of you who are subscribed to the channel that are specifically here for Dark Magician and Dark Magician alone, I have a new deck list profile for the Dark Magician deck that I am going to plan on revealing very soon. So for those of you who are excited for that, there you go. I'll probably post it either today or next Monday. I don't know. But anyways, without further ado, let's just get right into this. So starting off, we have, the beginner's guide, tells you all about, summoning mechanics, all that junk. All right, and we have this paper mat. Now, if only they could just give us, one of these mats. All right, what is this? All right. That would actually be a pretty cool mat if it was this kind of mat, an actual mat. All right, what's the back of it do? Okay, so it tells you all about that stuff, and okay, cool. Yeah, because you got the Borlo Dragon, the Quadro Dragon, all them dragons. Dragon such, and check some dragon. That's my favorite dragon. All right, so let's just get right into the deck, guys. All right, starting off, we have shiny cards. All right, I know there's like a little peel back thing. Is it right here? Where is it at? Is it on the front? Yeah, it's on the front. All right. Just gonna go ahead and open that. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and throw all that over there. And we've got the one, Duel Links card. We're just gonna go ahead and throw that out the way. All right, and starting off, we have Ultra Rare Topologic Zero Bourse. All right, and seeing that I don't know what any of these cards do, I'm gonna go ahead and read every single one. Where's my water bottle? All right, so this is a Link 4 monster. 2 or more effect monsters is its requirement. You cannot summon or set monsters to any extra monster zones this card points to. Okay. Gains 200 attack for each banished card. It has 3,000 attack. If another monster is special summoned to a zone a Link monster points to, while this monster is on the field, banish all cards on the field. Okay. Once per turn, during the standby phase of your next turn, activate this card by banish... Wait, let me reread that. Once per turn, during the standby phase of your next turn, after this card was banished by its own effect, special summon this banished card. Confusion. But anyway, like I said, I don't know what none of this does. But, that's probably a really important key card in the deck. I have no idea. Next, we have a fusion card, Borreload, Furious Dragon. All right, and this is a level 8 fusion dragon effect monster with 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense, and it requires 2 dark dragon monsters. All right, I feel like I could really pull this off in the Red Eyes deck, but anyway. Quick effect, you can target 1 monster you control and 1 card your opponent controls, destroy them. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 dark Link monster in your grave, special summon it, but it cannot activate its effects this turn. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. Alright, it says its name, but, instead of reading the name, I just say this card. Alright, so that's pretty cool. We're going to go ahead and put that over there. Alright, we got another Link monster, Ultra Rare. Quad Borlo Dragon. Alright. And this is a Link 2 attack power of 1000 Dragon Link effect monster. And its requirements is 2 dragon monsters, including a rocket monster. You can discard 1 card, then target 1 face-up monster on the field. You cannot special summon Link 2 or lower monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn. Also destroy that targeted monster. Then, if it was a Link monster, you can special summon any number of rocket monsters with different names from your hand or grave up to its Link rating. You can only use this effect of this name once per turn. Alright, that kind of sounds like I would play maybe 2 or 3 of. Nice. Alright, now on to, let me find the extra deck, the rest of the extra deck for this starter deck here. We got Revolt Dragon, alright? Kind of cool because I have an ultra rare version of the exact same card. So it's kind of pretty cool that they gave me Revolt Dragon. But I'm going to go ahead and read it. So it's Link 4, Dragon Link effect monster with a 3000 attack. It requires 3+ effect monsters. And it says, neither player can target this card with monster effects. Once per turn, quick effect, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field. It loses 500 attack and defense. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this activation. At the start of the damage step, if this card attacks an opponent's monster, you can place that opponent's monster in a zone this card points to and take control of it. But send it to the grave during the end phase of this turn. Of the next turn, my bad. Alright. We have Triple Burst Dragon. I also have one of these, so I'm kind of liking that I get another one. Alright, it's a Link 3, 2400 attack. Dragon Link effect monster. I dropped it. Alright. It requires 2 or more monsters except tokens. Once per turn during the damage step, while a spell or trap card or monster effect is activated, quick effect, you can negate the activation. So that's why I like this card. I can just summon this card, you know. If he does something, I can just negate it for free. Alright. Next, if this card attacks a defensive position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. It's got 24, so that's pretty good. During your main phase, except the turn this card was special summon, you contribute this card. Then target 1 Link 2 or lower monster in your grave. Special summon it. Then you can special summon a level 4 or lower dragon monster from your hand. So it goes into Link plays just like that. Alright. And for the last of the extra deck for the starter deck is Booster Dragon. Alright, it is a Link 2 Dragon Link effect monster with 1900 attack. It requires 2 rocket monsters. Once per turn, you can target 1 other face-up monster on the field. It gains 500 attack and defense. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. If this Link summoned card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the grave, you can target 1 other dragon monster in your grave. Special summon it. You can only use this effect of this card's name once per turn. Alright. So that is all of the extra deck. We'll go ahead and banish them right there. Alright. Next, we're going to go into the shiny one. I like this one. Silver Rokket Dragon. It's a level 4 Dark Dragon effect monster with 1900 attack and 100 defense. Its effect is, and that is a book right there, so let me read it. When a Link monster's effect is activated that targets this face-up card on the field, quick effect, you can destroy this card, then look at your opponent's extra deck and banish 1 card from it. I already love this card. During the end phase, if this card is in the grave because it was destroyed on the field by battle or card effect and sent there this turn by its own effect, pretty much, you can special summon 1 rocket monster from your deck except this card's name. You can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. Alright, I already know this card is played at 3. I don't even need to know what the deck does to know this card is played at 3. Alright. Next, we have Rokket Tracer. And this card looks kind of cool. So it's a level 4 Dark, also Dragon, Tuner effect monster with 1600 attack and 1000 defense. Its effect is quick effect. You can target 1 face-up card you control, destroy it. If you do, special summon 1 rocket monster from your deck except this card's name. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except dark monsters. You can only use this effect of this card's name once per turn, alright? So looking at the extra deck, dark, 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 dark. Okay, so that's not really a downside, but sweet. All right, so don't know how the deck is played, but I know I would probably run that at 2 or 3, just based on the current effects that I've seen so far. All right, and now we have Apso Router Dragon. All right, Apso Router Dragon. All right, and it is a level 7 Dark Dragon effect monster with 1200 attack and 2800 defense. Its effect is, if you control a rocket monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon this card's name, once per turn this way. If this card is sent to the grave, you can add 1 rocket monster from your deck to your hand, and you can only use this effect of this card's name once per turn. Alright, so probably play 1 or 2 of. Alright. I kind of just went over that effect, reading it, not really understanding it. Alright, and we have a trap card. 0 Day Blaster. Alright, it's a regular trap card. Its effect is tribute 1 Dark Link monster, then target cards on the field equal to its Link rating, destroy them. Cool. Probably play 1 or 2 of those, maybe 3. Alright. Don't know how the rest of the deck works, so, just don't know. Alright, so now we get, do they have them mixed up in here? No, I don't think they have them mixed up. I think they literally give us 1 of every card. Alright, so we have 1 Rocket Recharger, Dark level 4, Dragon Effect Monster, 0 attack, 2100 defense. Kind of feels like this is a hand trap or a special summon effect. Alright, so what this card does is, if a dark monster you control that was special summoned from the extra deck is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can send this card from your hand or field to the grave. Alright. Then target 1 of those destroyed monsters, special summon 1 dark monster from your grave with a different original name from that targeted monster. You can only use this effect of this card's name once per turn, and while you control a dark monster special summoned from the extra deck, your opponent's monsters cannot target this card for attacks. Alright, so you can easily play a 2100 defense monster. There you go. Alright. Well, you can't just do that. You would have to, do that. Or do that. I guess you can't target for attacks, so you could do that and switch it into defense later. But anyway, that kind of sounds pretty cool. Might play 1 of. Alright. Explode Rocket Dragon. Alright, it is a level 7, I believe. Dark Dragon Effect Monster. And my foot going to sleep. With 2000 attack and 2000 defense. And its effect is, when a Link monster's effect is activated that targets this face-up card on the field, quick effect, you can destroy this card. Then each player takes 2000 damage. I like this card. During the end phase, if this card is in the grave because it was destroyed on the field by battle or card effect and sent there this turn, you can special summon 1 rocket monster from your deck, except this card's name. You can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. Alright, so I already like that card. I don't know what I'll play for it, but I like it. My favorite card, just because of the name. Checksum Dragon. Alright. It's a level 6 Dark Dragon Effect Monster. I think they're all Dark Dragon Effects, so I'm just going to stop reading. Yeah, they're all Dark Dragon Effects. I'm just going to stop reading that. Alright. With 400 attack, 2400 defense. Remember, it's a level 6, so you got to tribute 1, unless its effect says so. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can special summon this card from your hand. Alrighty then. Then gain life points equal to half this card's defense, so you'll gain 1200. This attack position card cannot be destroyed by battle. Alright. Cool. I'm going to special summon it in defense because I don't want to really keep him on the field. But there you go. Really hard to read the rocket names. Alright. Anest, like anesthetic. Anest, Rocket Dragon. Alright. It's level 1. With attack 0 and defense 2200, and its effect is, when a Link monster's effect is activated that targets this face-up card on the field, quick effect, you can destroy this card, then make 1 face-up monster on the field unable to attack. Also, it has its effects negated, so you don't target it. Sweet. during the end phase. If this card is in the grave because it was destroyed and on the field by battle or card effect and sent there this turn, you can special summon one Rokket monster from your deck, except this card's name, and you can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. Alright, so I like that card. Play 3. Alright. 1 Auto Rokket Dragon. Level 3, attack 1600, defense 1000. Alright. Effect is, when a link monster's effect is activated, that targets the face up. Okay, I kind of get the feeling that that's what most of these cards do. Alright. When a link monster's effect is activated that, targets this face-up card on the field, quick effect, you can destroy this card, send a spell or trap on the field to the grave during the end phase. If this card is sent to the grave because it's destroyed by battle or card effect, destroyed on the field by battle or card effect, and sent there this turn, you can special summon one Rokket monster from your deck except this card. Okay, so it's basically the same thing except you get to destroy a spell or trap instead of a monster. Alright. I'm just going to quickly read over this very next card. It's the same exact thing, except you send a monster from the field to the grave. And, yeah, that's literally the same exact effect, except for this one sends a monster from the field to the grave, sends a spell or trap, and this one sends a face-up monster. This one sends just one monster. So you probably want to play this one more than you want to play this one. I don't know. Alright. So, there we go. We kind of just summed that one up real quick. This one destroys one monster. It's the same exact effect, except it destroys one monster. This one does the same exact effect, except it destroys all your opponent's cards in the column this card is in. Alright, so want to make sure you know which column you put this card in. Alright, and it does the same exact thing as the rest of those. Alright, so you're probably going to play 2 of every one of those cards. And Rokket Synchron, my favorite card, because you can go into Beals with this card in the Red Eyes deck, because Beals is like much better than Dark Dragoon because it basically isn't affected by Dark Dragoon. Alright. It doesn't pop or negate, but it does stop Dragoon from destroying it. So, put that thing in defense. Bam! Alright. But Rokket Dragon's effect is, it's a Dragon Tuner effect, level 1, attack and defense 0. When this card is normal summoned, you can target a level 5 or higher Dark Dragon monster in your grave, special summon it in defense position, negate its effects, destroy it during the end phase. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except Dark Dragon monsters. Alright. Now we have non-Rokket monsters that they threw into this deck. We have Gateway Dragon, because, you gotta get through the gateway. Alright. So, it's a level 4 Dragon effect, 1600 attack, 1400 defense. What this card does is, if your opponent controls a link monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon this name once per turn this way. Once per turn, you can special summon a level 4 or lower Dark Dragon monster from your hand. Alright, pretty cool. Goes into link plays pretty well. Alright. Defrag Dragon. Alright. It's a level 3 Dragon effect with 1000 attack and 600 defense. Alright, and what this card does is, you can special summon this card from your hand by sending one other monster from your hand to the grave. You can only special summon this name once per turn this way. You can, if this card is in the grave, you can banish 3 monsters from your grave with the same name except this card. Special summon this card. You can only use this effect of this card once per turn. Alright. Yikes. Alright. So, now we have Background Dragon. Alright. It's level 5, Dragon effect, 1600 attack, 1800 defense. Alright. If this card is in the grave, you control no cards, you can special summon both this card and one level 4 or lower Dragon monster from your hand in defense position, but banish this card when it leaves the field. You can only use this effect of this name once per turn. Alright. And they give us a normal monster. A level 6 Labradite Dragon. 0 attack, 2400 defense. Dragon Tuner normal monster. Alright. Don't need to worry about its flavor text. Alright. Then they give us, I'm going to go into the next dark monster. Keeper of the Shrine. We all know what that does for, dragon monsters. It's a really good card. Alright. And then we have a wind monster. World Chalice Guard Dragon. Alright, its attack is 400 and defense is 400. Alright, its effect is when a card or effect is activated that targets your linked monster, quick effect, you can send this card from your hand or field to the grave, negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card. You can banish this card from your grave, then target one normal monster in your grave, special summon it in defense. To your zone a linked monster points to. You can only use the effect of this name once per turn. Alright, so you can just take that card out and take that normal monster out. I don't think we really need those. Alright. Now we have a light monster, Paladin of Felgrand. Alright. Level 4. Warrior monster, 1700 attack, 300 defense. Its effect is, if this card is normal or special summoned, you can equip one level 7 or 8 dragon monster from your hand or deck to this card. This card is unaffected by other monster effects while equipped with an equipped card, so you could easily just play an equipped spell instead of using its effect. You contribute one monster and this card, then target one level 7 or 8 dragon monster in your grave, special summon it. Alright, so you play this card, you play a level 7 or 8 dragon monster from your deck, equip it, suicide it, and then you get special summon that level 7 or 8 dragon monster that was equipped and was sent to the grave because it was destroyed by battle. So, it could be a higher level attack, and then boom, just like that. Alright, that is a really cool card. Alright. Next, we have Dragon Knight of Creation. Dragon Light level 4 monster with 1800 attack, 600 defense. Alright. Its effect is increase this card's level by 4. Alright, so it now becomes level 8. During your opponent's turn only. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the grave, not likely, you can send a level 7 or 8 dragon monster from your deck to the grave. You can send one card from your hand to the grave, then target one level 7 or 8 dragon monster in your grave. Send this card to the grave. If you do, special summon that monster. Alright, you can only use the effect of this name once per turn. Alright, cool. Alright, hold on 1 second. Alright, I seem to have lost something. Alright, got it. Next, we have Raiden, Hand of the Lightsworn. Alright, most likely we won't be needing this card in the deck, but I am just going to read it just in case. Alright, so it's a warrior, tuner effect, level 4, light monster with 1700 attack and 1000 defense. Alright, what this card does is, during your main phase, you can send top 2 cards of your deck to the grave. Then, if any Lightsworn monsters dead, that doesn't apply. Alright, you can only use this effect of Raiden, once per turn. Alright, the other effect is once per turn during the end phase, send the top 2 cards of your deck to the grave. We probably won't be using Lightsworns in this deck. Alright. Next, we actually have support. Alright, a continuous spell called Boral Supplier. Alright, what this card does is, during the standby phase, if you control a Boral Link monster, you can target one Rokket monster in your grave, special summon it, but destroy it during the end phase. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. Alright. Next, we have a quick play, Rapid Trigger. What this card does is, fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck by destroying fusion materials listed on it from the field, but it can only attack monsters special summoned from the extra deck. Also, it is unaffected by activated effects from any other monster special summoned from the extra deck. Cool. You can only use one of this card per turn. Alright. Next, we have Squad Draw, quick play spell. Alright, what this card does is target one Rokket monster you control, destroy it. If you do, draw 2 cards. You can only, okay, cool. Play 3 of those. Alright. We have Quick Launch. It's another quick play spell. Special summon one Rokket monster from your deck, but it cannot attack, and also it is destroyed during the end phase. Alright. Boot Up Sector Launch. The only spell I know from this deck, because I hear it being played in a lot of other meta decks. All right. So it is a field spell, and what this card does is all rocket monsters on the field gain 300 attack and defense. You can activate one of these effects. Special summon up to 2 rocket monsters with different names from your hand in defense position. Or you can activate this effect. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, special summon rocket monsters with different names from your grave in defense position up to the difference of monsters they control in yours. You can only use this effect of boot up sector launch once per turn. All right, pretty cool. Now we have Boral Regeneration. It's an equip spell. Haha, they do have equips. All right, so what this card does is activate this card by targeting 1 rocket monster in your grave, special summon it, and equip it with this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. If this card is sent to the grave because the equipped monster is destroyed, you can draw 1 card. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. All right, cool. Then they give us Dragon Shrine to help us with, all the dragons, so we can get them from our deck. Runes of the Dragon Lords, pretty nice. We can summon out level 7s and 8s. All right. Then they give us Return of the Dragon Lords, so we can literally special summon a level 7 or 8 from the grave. And also it's great because if it's in the grave, we can banish it and our monster isn't destroyed for that one time only. Then, they give us Polymerization, for the fusion. Twin Twisters to pop cards. All right. Execute Protocols. Trap card. Continuous Trap. All right, what this card does is during each battle phase, you can banish 1 Dark Link monster from your grave, then target 1 Boral monster you control until the end of this turn. It gains attack equal to the attack of the monster banished to activate this effect. Nice! You can only use this effect of this card once per turn. All right, pretty cool. And then, they give us red reboot to negate stuff. Link Turret. All right, don't know what this card does. So it's a continuous trap. I'm going to go ahead and read it. When this card is activated, place 4 counters on this card. I like it already. Each time you take battle damage, place 1 counter on this card. During your main phase 2, you can remove 1 counter from this card, then target 1 rocket monster. That's during your main phase 2. You can remove 1 counter from this card. You can target 1 rocket monster in your grave, special summon it, but its effects are negated. Also, it is banished when it leaves the field. You cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck except Dark Link monsters the turn you activate this effect, even if this card leaves the field. All right, so it does not say once per turn, so I could just continue pulling out monsters with this card. Play that at 3, definitely. This one is kind of new to me, so Mirror Force Launcher, Continuous Trap. We'll go ahead and read its effect. Once per turn, during your main phase, you can discard 1 monster and 1 Mirror Force from your deck. 1 monster and... Oh, okay, my bad. I read that wrong. Once per turn, during your main phase, you can discard 1 monster, add 1 Mirror Force from your deck or grave to your hand. That's during your main phase. If this set card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect and sent to your graveyard, you can set this card from your grave, add 1 Mirror Force from your hand, deck, or grave. You can only activate this effect per turn. All right. Sweet. Pretty cool. Obviously, they give us Mirror Force. All right. Magic Cylinder. And the last card is Imperial Order. All right. So that is it for the structure deck, guys. I kind of think it's pretty cool. Now I kind of really want to build the Boral Dragons deck, especially seeing that I've seen these cards and the new Boral support is coming out. Not in a pack, but it's just that 1 monster that I know about, which is kind of like, where is it? It's a Boral Dragon, but it has like an extra word in between, and it's like much better than Boral Dragon. So that's kind of why I wanted to play this deck, and because I saw this deck and I was like, hey, let's buy it, let's open it up. All right, but that is it for the deck, guys. Thanks for watching. If you want to know any more about any current videos that I'm planning on doing, just message me down below in the comments. I'll go ahead and reply. I love reading the comments, guys. If you want to know more about the Boral Dragon support, if you want to see me make any other videos, what kind of videos that you want me to make, go ahead and reply down below in the comments. I love reading the comments, guys. I very highly suggest that you guys comment down below if you feel the need. Alright guys, and that is going to be it for this video, and I want to thank you guys for watching, and peace.